Hey everybody, so today I'm doing a little scouting trip and I'm in an area I've never detected before, and I thought I'd just check a couple spots out. The one spot, Pip, come. You gotta watch the dog and rattlesnakes. The one spot I wanted to go, the railroad had closed down because of footing in an intersection, or a switch had pulled out, so they were working on that. So I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a spot, and I found this little spot here. And in front of me here, you can see this little ditch that goes down. The river's on the other side there. You can see the cliffs. You can tell that this is a ditch that the old timers dug, because you can see all the rock there. And I'm going to go over how to identify these rocks and what to look for in a future video on ancient channels, but that's not today. Hey, come here, dog. But yeah, you can see the old timers worked this area, piled rocks. So we know we're in the right location. We're in a good location. I've never looked for gold out here, but I've read about it, and I know south of me a ways there's gold. You can see these old river-worn rocks here. Alright, well, we made it down to the river. It is just right over there. And as you can see, this is a giant inside bend. I have this bedrock here. And the bedrock in my area always runs northwest to southeast. And when you get bedrock crossing that, running northeast to southwest, that's a contact zone, and that area needs to be looked into a little bit further with a detector or a pan or whatever, because that's generally where there can be good gold. But you can see the bedrock there, and then we come around here and you can see it goes off in that direction. So I know that this bedrock goes all along here. And if you look up on the hills, you're probably going to see it going up the hills too in spots. But this area definitely looks like it was hydro washed by the old timers. So we're going to poke around here, go over all this bedrock. And this bedrock here, this is slate. And you can tell slate because when it cleaves, you get these sheets like this. And they used to actually make shingles, and they still might, I don't know, but you can get it very thin. And I've found some that has a bunch of the chalcopyrite in it, which also has some native copper, I believe, and I think it has a little bit of gold, but I need to crush that up to make sure. So this slate, for you guys that don't know, is a sedimentary rock formed at the bottom of the ocean from all the sediment over millions of years settling down. Due to pressure and heat, it solidified, creating what we have here today. And this stuff can be very, very sharp. And the Indians used to use this as knives and cutting tools for cutting up game and different things. And I've actually cut the living crap out of my hands on this stuff. Like this little edge right here, I guarantee you that's sharper than my pocket knife. Because it's a sedimentary rock and it's layered, sometimes you can find gold in between the layers. Now this one here looks like it's just one layer. It doesn't look like multiple layers, but just something to keep out for if you have the slate in your area. Well, you can see this is laminated together. You can see all the sand in there, so it's a good idea to wear some sort of safety goggles. And this slate is related to shale. It's just, I believe the slate is millions of years older. Which, by the way, I keep forgetting to mention a couple things. Let's do some house cleaning real quick. My name's Marty of Will Detect channel. You can call me Marty. My name's not Will, like a lot of people think, which that's fine, I get it. And there's a reason why my channel's called Will Detect. I started my channel a little earlier, unprepared, but I'm getting there, and you'll see here in the intro why I call it Will Detect. Well, I at least hope you get it, if I can make it, if I can make it obvious. But anyways, I live in the far north of California. And the other thing I wanted to mention was I have a Facebook page. I've had it for quite a while, and I always forget to mention it in my videos. I will leave a link in the description, or I'll pin it in the description there, so you can go check it out. And also, there's another Facebook page, Gold Prospecting and Detecting, that you guys should go check out and hit join, and you'll be accepted. Super cool people, fun group of guys. So go ahead and head over there, check them out. Check out my Facebook page. I will put a lot of pictures of things that don't end up in my videos on there, but due to time, I've been kind of letting that go a little bit, but I'll get to it, I promise. But anyway, so Adam on California Gold Rush, he was panning out a lot of the moss. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to scrape up this moss, and we're going to go pan it out after I detect it. That'd be fun. So let's get to it. Well, I detected down to the creek here, and I'd gotten a couple signals out of some cracks, and I cleaned them out, and they're all in that pan. I think there's 3 crevices there, and I cleaned them out till I got the signals gone. We're gonna go ahead and pan that out in this pretty little river. Should have brought a fishing pole, so I guarantee you we catch some trout in here. So let me find a spot and we'll get the panning. Okay, I panned it down to this amount here, and right off the bat I see a little piece of wire. So that was probably from one crack. But let's see what we got in here. Oh, there's a piece. Ooh, a nice piece. There's another piece. Okay, so that is what I got. There's one nice little flake in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little pieces. I'm curious if the monster picked up that little flake. So let's go over it with the detector and see what happens. So I put that little tiny flake in the scoop here, and we're gonna see, run it over the coil, see if it picks it up. So it actually does pick that little tiny piece up. That is amazing. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to head back up to that bedrock, and we're going to clean off some of that moss and pan that out. As I'm standing here about ready to pan out my moss, I realized the moss is always greener on the other side. so I got that moss and part of that crack panned out. And there are the results. Not a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some real tiny specks. So not as much as I had thought. Alright, well, I did a couple more pans, found a little bit more, nothing to brag about. So I'm gonna pack up because I'm hot. I will see you at the house and I'll show you the gold I got. Alright everyone, I am home and here is the gold that I found for the day. For the couple hours I was out there anyways. Found a new spot. That's not bad. I'd like to spend a little more time out there. But yeah, this little piece right here is what the monster can pick up. It's not too bad. I mean, that is a flat... Where'd it go? That is a flat, small piece. And just as all this other stuff, there's probably, let's count them real quick, 3, 6, 9, 12, I don't know, 18 little pieces there. Some of them it's super fine, but that's not a bad little piece. So, alright, well, that was my day. I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of all this, and I will see you in the next video.